Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back.
This is the Honor Win, Honor's newly launched flagship gaming phone, and on paper, the specs are honestly wild. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from Maiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. It's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, paired with a massive 10,000 milliamp hour battery and an internal fan spinning at up to 25,000 RPM. What's even more impressive is that all of this fits into a body that's just 8.3 millimeters thick and weighs only 229 grams. Looking at it, you'd never guess how much hardware is packed inside. So the big question is, how does it actually perform? And what kind of battery life can you expect from that huge 10,000 mAh battery in our Geek Beach 5G battery life 3.5 test model? Let's dive in and find out. In terms of design, the Honor Win is surprisingly low-key. The rear deco area houses 3 cameras along with the cooling fan, and just below that is the air vent. Essentially, the entire deco section works as an airflow channel. Under this airflow path, right where the SoC heat source sits, Honor has extended the metal deco to cover the back of the motherboard. With such an aggressive cooling layout, the natural question is how effective it really is. So let's fire up some games and put it to the test. One important thing to mention is that the Honor Win supports phantom frame stabilization, a feature we previously talked about during our Honor GT review last year. This tech helps smooth out low frame rates by using a bit more power in exchange for better stability. Unlike the frame interpolation used by some other brands, this doesn't double frames or introduce noticeable latency, so it's safe to use during gameplay. We'll start with one of the most demanding titles out there, Star Iron Golden Moment. Under standard testing conditions with a 25-degree room temperature, 981p resolution, and Wi-Fi, the phone delivers a rock-solid 60 frames per second without the fan turned on. Even the 1% low frame rate stays very close to 60 FPS, which is impressive. The downside is heat, with the surface temperature climbing to 48.5 degrees Celsius, which is fairly high. Turning on the fan and switching to smart mode changes things noticeably. The frame rate stays exactly the same, but the maximum surface temperature drops to 44.7 degrees Celsius. After 30 minutes in a soundproof room, the fan noise measured only around 23 to 25 decibels, making it almost impossible to hear. In this mode, it feels very much like a silent performance setting. Cranking the fan up to its maximum lowers the surface temperature even further, down to 42.4 degrees Celsius. At this point, though, the fan becomes clearly audible, with noise levels hitting about 35 decibels. That's not surprising, considering the fan can spin at 25,000 RPM, which is no small feat. Next, we push the chip harder at 30 degrees Celsius and 763p resolution. Without the fan, the Honor Win still averaged 60 FPS, but near the end of the test, the frame rate started to wobble a bit. Once the fan was set to maximum, the performance flattened out again. At the same time, surface temperatures dropped from 51 degrees Celsius without the fan to 45.9 degrees Celsius, showing just how effective the cooling system really is. Normally, this 763p test at 30 degrees is already enough to bring most phones to their knees, but for the Honor Win, it clearly wasn't enough. So we stepped things up with a full-scale chip test at 981p resolution and 30 degrees Celsius. The load here is significantly higher, yet the phone still delivered an almost scary flat 60 FPS line. The only change was the temperature, which rose from 45.9 degrees at 763p to 48.4 degrees Celsius. That puts this performance right at the top of the Snapdragon 8 Elite phone lineup. With cooling this capable, our gaming tests barely scratch the surface of what the phone can handle. With the fan enabled, running at 864p resolution produced a perfectly stable frame rate while drawing 5.12 watts, and the surface temperature didn't even reach 40 degrees Celsius. That's excellent efficiency. In a lighter title like Honor of Kings, running at 120 FPS with max graphics, power consumption dropped to just 3.41 watts with the fan on, and the surface temperature sat at a cool 34.5 degrees Celsius. Honestly, in games like these, the Honor Win's cooling system is more than enough even without turning the fan on. After finishing all the gaming tests, the Honor Win's performance with the fan fully enabled was genuinely impressive. In smart mode, the fan stays very well controlled and quiet, yet the cooling effect is still clearly noticeable. When you switch the fan to its maximum setting, you can definitely hear it, but in return, you get performance that's right up there with the strongest flagship phones of this year. Overall, I think Honor has done a really solid job with the thermal tuning this time around. We also took a closer look at how the phone's temperature changes with and without the fan. By collecting multiple surface temperature points and running 3D Mark stress tests in both scenarios, the difference became very clear. With the fan turned on, not only does the peak temperature drop significantly, but the speed at which the phone heats up is also much slower. It's obvious that the Honor Win's airflow-focused design plays a major role in improving its overall heat dissipation. Another standout feature of the Honor Win is its massive 10,000 milliamp hour battery. When I first saw the leaked specs online, I honestly assumed a phone with a battery this big would feel like a brick. But once you see the Honor Win in person, it's hard to believe it actually packs such a huge battery. A capacity of over 10,000 milliamp hours is basically power bank territory. And the crazy part is that it really can act like one. The Honor Win supports 27-watt reverse fast charging, meaning it could fully charge something like an iPhone 17 and still have plenty of power left. That's already impressive, but it becomes even more outrageous when you realize the phone weighs much less than a power bank with the same capacity. So naturally, how does this giant battery translate into real-world endurance? In our Geek Bay 5G battery life 3.5 test, the Honor Win scored an incredible 14 hours and 47 minutes. This result doesn't just top our leaderboard, it completely redefines it. To put that into perspective, the battery life is nearly double that of a standard iPhone 17. In other words, this phone could fully charge an iPhone 17 and then still comfortably last another full day on its own. That's honestly wild. In our upcoming mass production comparison, we'll also be testing retail units to see just how much further the Honor Win can push our battery life rankings. Beyond its excellent cooling and absolutely ridiculous battery life, there are a few other features that really deserve attention. One that stood out to me in particular is the multi-threaded shader compilation in Honor's Phantom Engine 3.0. If you play games on Android, you know how frustrating shader compilation can be after game updates. Take PUBG Mobile, for example, where shader compilation can take several minutes and you're forced to just wait. With Unity engine games, Honor's multi-threaded shader compilation can access the shader pipeline state directly. The system uses an intermediate shader representation and spins up its own compilation threads, allowing for much higher parallel processing than the game's original logic. It also intelligently prioritizes and schedules compilation, dramatically speeding things up. In our real-world testing with Zone 0, shader compilation time dropped from 2 minutes and 35 seconds on other phones to just 53 seconds here, which is a massive improvement. Alongside this new shader compilation feature, the screen separation technology that Honor phones already supported has also been further refined in Phantom Engine 3.0. Thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 and the larger 16 gigabytes of RAM, the Honor Win delivers noticeably smoother performance than before. All of these Phantom Engine 3.0 optimizations are very easy to feel during actual gameplay. Aside from performance and battery life, the Honor Win also delivers solid audio, which is something Honor phones are usually good at. It comes equipped with dual 11216 speakers that perform quite well. On the display side, the phone features a 185Hz screen. Several games already support its native 185Hz refresh rate, while others can reach 185Hz through GPU frame interpolation. For FPS gamers, this makes the Honor Win one of the higher refresh rate gaming phones currently available. Combined with its powerful performance, it's a very appealing option for competitive players. Overall, the Honor Win left a really strong impression on me. Whether it's the insane battery life and reverse charging enabled by that 10,000 mAh battery, the powerful performance and cooling system, or the excellent speaker setup, it truly stands out among today's performance-focused flagships. And what's even more surprising is how understated the design is. You'd never guess it's such a monster just by looking at it. That also makes it a great everyday phone. So if you're looking for something that blends clean design with serious power, the Honor Win is definitely worth checking out. I'm also excited to see how it performs in our flagship retail comparison later this year. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and join our tech team. See you in the next one. Bye.